Hey everyone, good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another stream. It's time for Timetable Tracktest, episode 5. The series is going quite strongly. I'm really happy that we're already at episode 5 and that I've actually been able to fill 5 streams with some stuff that's actually interesting for you guys. So, welcome back. I'll turn down my TV a little bit further. I'm watching Formula 1 Mexico right now. Free practice is going to start in 3 minutes, I believe. So, yeah, they're playing the intro. Let me turn it down. So, what are we going to be doing on this fine Saturday night? It's going to be quite similar to episode 3 of Timetable Tracktest, where we spent most of our time, if not the entire stream, inside of the Train Sim World 5 editor. And that is basically what we're going to be doing today, because there has been a breakthrough. Not necessarily in the timetable itself. As you can see, it's still the same stuff that we had after episode 3, but, and I'm so glad I can say this, I think I cannot speak for the chair bug, which you probably saw it during the previous stream, where I would sometimes clip through the ceiling of the train and I was stuck and I would have to teleport again and all that stuff. I'm not sure if that is fixed. I hope so. I can only hope. I haven't repackaged the mod and started and played it yet. I've just literally only tried to get rid of all the bugs, because it had basically, what was happening is I had a couple of simulation issues. So certain surfaces couldn't be simulated properly, and that was, first of all, that was not necessarily an issue here, but I forgot to add this surface back so they would actually go to the shunting yard. And I've also changed everything now. Now we're stopping at platform 6B, because if we go to the other side, I believe it's this one. This is you remember this is the intercity service from Groningen to Meppel. And where did this stop? Exactly, at platform 7. So there were a couple of issues where certain surfaces were unable to depart or actually even start because platform 7 was occupied. Secondly, there was also a bug with one of the intercity services to Assa. I believe it was this one, Intercity 344. This one, as you can see, it has a go via. However, I did not have a proper, for some reason there was no proper ribbon reference there, and without a proper ribbon reference it cannot do anything. So that is literally the reason why a number of bugs, why my services didn't fully simulate. So a couple of days ago I fixed the bugs. Also, massive shout out to the people on the Train Sim community on Discord, because if it weren't for them, they were the first one to tell me, like, hey, did you have a go via? If otherwise, I would have never, ever found it myself. So thank you guys so much again for pointing me in the right direction. Tonight we're going to be focusing on the Sprinter service, the Sprinter service 600 and 650. 600 the ones originating from Groningen, and the 650 originating from Zwolle. What we're going to be doing today is basically, this is what we made in episode 3 of Timetable Tracktest. We are going, I cannot pronounce, Timetable Tracktest. Thank you. Alright. As you can see, during the stream that we did this, if you recall, our service would start at 4 p.m. Now I'm just going to start this up at 12 at midnight, just literally 2 minutes after midnight. This one is going to arrive on 6B. This one is also going to arrive on 6B. They're going to couple. And then there's going to be a service to Zwolle. They're going to arrive in Zwolle at 1:35, and then at 1:49 the Sprinter starts again, and we're going to be arriving at 3 o'clock in Groningen at night, and then basically 3:15 the train is going to be returned. It will be returned back to the shunting yard, as you can see here. Stop at the shunting yard. Now, basically, what I want to do is I want to disconnect this surface, because this is going to be basically at the end. We're going to uncouple everything, and it doesn't really matter. For now, I just want to focus on creating a number of services that we can use for basically to fill the timetable with. So we are in Groningen at 3:03. So that means at 3:21 we can start the next service with this train. 3:21 basically. So of course we will still need to follow up and create additional services so that every hour we can have like a service between Groningen and Zwolle, especially during the day, because at night it should be fine because there's only a sprinter service per hour. But you know, it's still a lot of work. We have to make additional formations and whatnot. So yeah, this is going to be quite an interesting one, because you know, from Groningen to Zwolle, we could literally go back and forth between the two cities in like 40 minutes. And we only needed like, what was it, 2 formations, one from Assen to Groningen, one from Groningen to Assen. But now you can see basically if we leave at 12:20 a.m. we're gonna be back in Groningen literally almost 2.5 to 3 hours later. So we will definitely need additional formations for this. And of course we're going to be putting them somewhere here probably, or here, or whatever. You know, the sprinter service is going to be here. I mean, there's a lot of space where we can put them. This is probably for the sprinter. I can put them underneath, and another one. But for now, let's just focus on this particular node of the timetable. So we're just going to make sure that all of these services are working, and then we can silently add more of these as we continue. So one thing I've changed is that now we're finally going from platform 6B, because there was an issue that it wouldn't work, mainly because of the other services like here that had some issues. So we couldn't actually do it. So for now, we're just going to focus on these two trains being merged as one, and then we're going to make the services for them. So we're back in Groningen. The service has ended at 3:03, and that means that I'm going to disconnect the node. I'm going to connect this one though, and this one is, for the time being, I'm going to put it right here. I'm gonna make a comment here, and I'm gonna, let me see if I can wrap it around it. You can make comments with C. This is another great addition that the people on Train Sim World, the Train Sim World community have told me. So thanks again for that. I really appreciate it. Click on there. Can I color bubble? I cannot change the color. Comment color. Oh, there we go. Oh wow! Holy fuck! That's high tech, bro. we've come to the point where I find a comment box to be high tech. Okay, show bubble when zoomed out. Yes, of course. And let me change comments to shunting surface end of rush hour. Alright, so now I know that this is going to be the shunting surface for the train at the end of the rush hour, or at the end of its last service. I'm not really sure. I will have to return these 2 trains at some point in time. I gotta autosave real quick. Okay, fine, I'll compile and save. So we have to like create some kind of return service at a point in time, you know, in order so that when everything, you know, falls into place. So I'm just going to put it here: end of rush hour or end of day, end of rush hour or end of day, end of day, capitals, end of day, I can't type today, I'm sorry. Alright, so this one will be here. Now we've successfully disconnected it from here, so now we can literally just copy this one. And we're going to, so this is 600, 601. Now I actually have to think what I'm going to do. So this one, I think we should do it on the exact same way how we worked on the addon surfaces. You know, we start with 600, so we're going to only make even surfaces. So I should make this 602 and also change this one to 602. So I changed the name of the surface now. The next one is going to be 604, etc. So I'm going to copy this one. Basically, it's a direct copy of this one. Let me just go ahead and copy this whole surface. Why not? That's too much. Just let me do this. Can I copy everything? I mean, it would have been a lot easier if, like so, copy and paste. There we go. We can literally, because now I have confirmed that everything's working, so now I can just literally go ahead and copy paste my surfaces. I'm gonna make them a little bit more, like a little bit more neat, so they will not look too bad. I mean, on the one hand, it doesn't matter because it's just for timetable's sake, but there we go. A little bit neater. Unfortunately, everything's much closer to one another now, but whatever. All right, so, select this. I haven't selected anything else. That's great. So now we can call this Sprinter 604. It already wanted to say 600's already in use. That's correct. So this is going to be 604. And why is that? There we go. And of course, what we're going to do is connect the end surface node from 602 to 604. Alright, so this one is going to be a start at 3:21 a.m. because we're going to arrive at 3:03, so we have 15 minutes. Here we also have about 12, 13, 14 minutes, so it all checks out. There's a 15-minute break between all of these services when they start. So that's good. And yeah, we can literally just copy paste everything. So this is all correct. Let me check Sprinter 88. I believe that is the expected AI performance. I know the AI performance, yeah, the AI performance for shunting services is lower. So basically the AI is more lenient with time. It's not going to punish you as hard for being late. You actually get more time to do everything. And okay, so if we leave at 3:21, we're going to be there at 4:35. 4:35, so that means at 4:49 we can start this service. So, god damn it. So, oh, this sucks. Anyway, let me just first, can't I just, alright, let me just do it the hard way then. There we go. And then I believe everything now is deselected. Control C, Control V. There we go. I'm just going to put it a little bit more downward this time. And this is going to be 606. This is going to be the return journey again. 606. Also change it here in the friendly name. The friendly name is basically what you're going to be seeing in game. You will see, a list of services that you can choose, and SPR 606 Zwolle Groningen is basically what you're going to see. So then okay, this is this particular service that I would like to do. Also, please forgive me for moving a lot. I'm sitting on the ground because I have my laptop hooked up to my TV. I have a second screen because otherwise I cannot see the chat. So yeah, this is not the best setup. So it's probably not going to be a really long stream today. But I just really wanted to do this and get some work in on the timetable because it's been a long ass time. Okay, so this is going to be 4:49. And then basically if we start at 4:49, so it's an hour and 15 minutes. So it is like 6:03 where we are going to be back in Groningen. 6:03. 6:03. Okay. Well then, basically I'm just going to be filling this particular service at any given time, and then basically around 11 or so, this one is just gonna go to the shunting yard again, or whatever. I don't know exactly because. Alright, so this is 6:06, 4:49, so like it's 6:03 they're gonna be back. So whenever I copy this service and deselect and copy and paste here, this is going to be 6:21. Yeah, basically every time it's plus 3 hours. 6:21. Alright, so we're gonna make this one. This is 6:08. Sprinter 6:08. Alright. So that's looking good so far. Let me quickly compile everything. There shouldn't be any issues if I look up. No, 123 paths created. Shunting service RN005 is out of the equation because I haven't connected this to anything. Yeah, this is now connected. So this is going to be 6:21. And basically what I'm going to do right now is it's going to be back in Groningen at like 9, if I recall correctly. And after 9 o'clock, after that service, once it returns, then basically rush hour is considered over. So then I'm going to literally just uncouple the train and create another shunting service that one of these trains is going to be brought back to the area. And of course, like around 4 o'clock it's coming back. We're going to connect it again, and then it's just going to, for some reason I have to figure something out, because these both trains would have to be returned to the shunting yard, but I'm not really sure I'm going to do that, but we'll see. Just first get everything working. So this is now working. This is again in Zwolle, so we are going to use this one. So that is 7:49. Yeah, because it's 7:35 it's going to arrive, so this is 7:49. So copy this and paste. And don't worry guys, because once we are going to simulate it, then all of these times are going to be updated with the right times. Basically, it's going to be 7 and whatnot. Oh, it didn't work. Let me zoom in. Let me do it this way. All right, so we got this one. This is S Sprinter 610. 610. I'm not really sure about the numbering of these services, but that's also the cool part about it. You know, once we're doing this live, so it doesn't really matter. 749, if I recall correctly. Yeah, 749. And then basically, I would have to, you know, make a bit of a timetable to see, like, okay, how am I going to do this with every single service? Because the idea is that at night, basically between the hours of 12 and 6 a.m., there's going to be a sprinter per hour. And after 6, there's going to be 2 per hour. And, you know, especially now that we're the more routes, the more paths we're creating, the more difficult it's going to be planning wise, of course. All right, so we got 123 paths successfully created. So once we do this, 749. An hour and 20 minutes, so that is 9 o'clock. So, okay, so literally at 9:02, we're gonna be back in Groningen. That's awesome. 9 a.m., 9:03, we're gonna be back in Groningen. So after this, I'm going to create a new shunting service. I don't know exactly yet. I also have to, because there are a number of shunting services, they're all called RN. These, I will have to change all of their numbers, so for now I'm just going to call this RN006. I'm just going off the list. I'm just going to tick off the list, and once I have successfully completed the entire timetable, I'm going to give them their respective numbers, because, you know, the service that starts at 12 o'clock, the one that's going to merge these two S&G units together, should actually be RN 001 and 2, but for now I just did it based on when I created these. Alright, so we're going to create a new service. This one's going to be different. This one is going to be RN006. It should be in caps. I don't know why it's not working. RN0, for fuck's sake. RN006. And then we're going to say RN006 Groningen. Yeah, fork. Okay, player drivable, yes, this can all be auto, and we're going to say uncouple both S&G units and return the front unit to the shunting yard. Alright, so we're going from... My stream keeps muting. Sorry guys, otherwise I cannot hear the TV. So while I crack open the nice can. So map point A is of course Groningen, and map point B, we call this Europa Park because the fork is literally close to Europa Park. So we're not gonna, did I always spawn with an engineer? I did, yeah, okay. I don't know. I mean, it could have been I didn't do it. So spawn with engineer, we're gonna force disable guard mode because there shouldn't be any people, there shouldn't be any travelers on the train right now. Okay, so 9:03, we're gonna be there. So I'm gonna say at 9:10, I want to start this service. So I'm giving myself like 7 minutes of delay. That should be fine. And minimum dwell time 1 second. Whatever, I always do 1 second. Alright, base service priority. God damn it, I keep forgetting this shit. What is the base service priority? 0.75. Okay. This is just literally what I make of it, 0.75. It's not, it's a passenger class. It's a shunting signaling context. There shouldn't be any type of speed limit. Formation speed limit, no, this is all fine. Service number, I'm just gonna call need in stop but do not board. Service operator NS. We're not going to display this on the boards. We're not going to display this on the train. But I'm just kind of curious what happens if I say show this at the boards, because I kind of wanna, because I kind of would like to make it more more like the real thing, because you know, if you can't enter a train with an S, it would directly say, like on the PIS it would say need in stop on as well. So I'm just going to say yes. I'm just super curious how this is going to turn out. I'm just going to say yes. Just do this. Alright. AI expected performance, I believe that was 0.7, so we're actually going to be given a lot of time to go there. That should be fine. Override max acceleration, no, that should be fine. Simulated start time is 9:10, but he doesn't know that yet. Okay. Now, let's connect to RN006. So now the service exists. So basically at 9:10, what are we going to do? So we're going to uncouple. All right. Has a scheduled arrival time. Sure. I always say simulated, also simulated. This should be fine. Dispatch. This is relative to the front of the formation, not the vehicle. Okay, so this is the first time that I'm doing the uncoupling thing. The coupling was actually a lot easier because it basically says like which direction are you approaching the train from and which part should be connected. So I'm saying, if you go up here, I'm literally saying couple front of surface to back of formation, because the front of the train is going there and it's going to be coupled on the back of the front train. So that's why it's front of surface to back of formation. Here I'm not so sure. So uncouple one from front. Is this, what was this again? This is relative to the front of the formation, not the vehicle. Yeah, but it depends. It depends which train you're going to be in. Then I should say back, because we're going to be arriving in the front of the train, but I want it from the back. So I'm going to say uncouple one from the back. Then we're going to be uncoupling the back compartment. So we have one compartment left. Okay. Uncouple count 1 because we only have one. Can I say... Okay, whatever. Yeah. Friendly name. Okay, so now, what should I call the formation then? Boy, oh boy. Hey, but how many of these things are there? A couple turns. Okay, this is super confusing. Oh, I should probably. Oh, wait, I should probably make like a service, and then it should be there.
Spark that turns into passion. It's all about hard work and dedication. you put in. You prepare. You test. You improve.
I don't know. Let me just do a couple one from back.
Every mistake is a lesson.
We'll call this 1007.
One step closer. Let the spark become your passion. Master workwear.
Oh yeah, of course. Hide objective completion. Okay, so I have 1, 2. Hold up. How come I have 5?
We met on that celebrity dance show, didn't we?
Every time I see her, I get butterfly.
We should get that looked at. Could be moths.
Simmer down, children.
Right, try and help.
Yes, it's chaotic. We just live by the fantasy.
So what's in here?
Imagine something that makes you feel at home. Like the delivery power recline, only $9.99. Stretch out on the Savazza 3-seater with shades, or relax on the Barrette sofa bed, just $12.
I don't know.
All handcrafted in Italy and in
Alright. Uncouple count. Because there can only be one uncoupled because I have 2 of these, so that should be fine. So uncouple from the back. Create new formation maybe. That will not work? No, that is not working. Okay, so do I have a new formation that I can just connect now or not? No, I don't. Okay. Whew, this is difficult. Because I've also actually never shown this, so I don't really know. So it's uncoupled from the back. I think that's correct, but I'm not sure. And then, of course, directions are not compatible. Directions are not compatible. Couple, create new service. Yeah. I think I understand now. So basically, I'm creating a new service. So once I uncoupled this one, we're creating a new service. I'll just call this. Alright. Uncouple both S&G units from one another. Okay. So this one is going to be here because the one that's stopped, basically the one that's remaining, that part is going to be part of a new service because it's going back to zwolle, of course. At least that's what I assume is going to happen. And oh shit, I have to quickly. Luckily nobody has rolled yet. I am still addicted to beauty cards. I'm sorry about that. I gotta roll. I also streamer mode is on currently on OBS, so I'm not getting any notifications whatsoever. So if people actually roll a good card or one of my wish lists, I would be fucked because I wouldn't hear it. So I'm gonna disable streamer mode. You're not gonna see it because it's on my other screen anyway. Trash rolls again. Alright. Instance 2. Don't worry guys, this should only take like 2 minutes or so. Another set of trash rolls. I'm re-rolling one of my characters. And mid rolls. That sucks. Okay, anyway, I'm back. Let's save and everything and compile and all that stuff. Okay, compile. New service has no end service. That I understand. So basically what's going to happen with this one is this is when it's going back to the shunting yard. Of course I have to change the location of these two trains and whatnot, but so what I think is going to happen, and I have no absolute clue what's going on, once we're back in Groningen at 9:10 a.m. the next service should start. We're going to uncouple one from the back because we arrive in the front, and we're going to go to the back, and then this particular service that we've uncoupled, hold up, gosh, this is so annoying. So how does this formation end? This is relative to the front of the formation, not the vehicle. Okay, so I should say front. This formation and front. Because we're going to arrive in the front. No, it should be the back. I don't care what I say. Front, back. From the back. Then for this other train, the service is going to end and then we're just going to start at 9:21. We're going to create the next service. So basically I should be able to just select this one and copy it and put it right here. And what I can do right now is I'm just going to connect this end service node to this one. And this one is going to be Sprinter 612. And yes, this one should be 9:21 a.m. And now it still says 4, but I should compile. Okay. So I think I'm doing this wrong because obviously here, this one, oh wait, now it has 4. This is 4 rail services. This one also has 4. This one only has 1, which is weird. Let me go to the formations real quick. This is so hard to see. All right, whatever, it's fine. Let's just keep it like that and just adjust this a little bit. I think this one should be Sprinter 612. I could be wrong. I'm gonna break link 2, and I'm going to put this right here. Alright, so now when I go here, yes, I have one. So basically after this is uncoupled, hold up. Okay. So this is going to be the one part. What happens if I save from the front? I just quickly want to see this. What happens if I save from the front? How many do I have then? Also one. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So let me just change back to the back because I just think this is going to be it. So end service should go. Basically, I'm going to uncouple one from the back. That one is going to be Sprinter 612. And let me just, for the sake of it, click on Show on Playback. Show on 2D Map. And see what happens. Okay, so it's literally only this little piece. Okay, that shit's hilarious. No. Okay, so something's going wrong. So I have to say uncouple count free. What happens if I say free? And I'm gonna show on the 2D map. I completely forgot I have this. Yeah, there we go. This is a lot better. So this is free. Okay, and where is the other one? I don't know, where the fuck? Okay, so this is literally the amount of, okay, so if I say 4, let me just say 4 for now, then I should have one weird little piece of shit hanging on there, right? Yeah. Compile timetable. Compile. And now click on this, show on 2D map. Alright, so whatever that doesn't do anything, I should just probably say free. Free from the back. Okay, so we got that going. That's good. Let's just go quickly to show on 2D map. And then when we go back to Groningen to platform 6, yes, so these two are there. And stop muting. Okay. So this is making sense. So when it's uncoupled, this is going to be Sprinter. And I think after this, we're probably going to, I don't know, I'm just going to make some more. And then in like half an hour or so, I'm going to end the stream. This is literally just going to be a really short one. Just quickly want to see how this works. So uncoupled, this is uncoupled, this is going to be this. What's going on? I got an email. I'm all over the place. It's spam. My files are going to be deleted. Please go ahead. I don't have any. Then it's going to be uncoupled, and then I'm going to literally going to the shunting yard. So I'm going to say the fork. How did I say this again? Stop at the fork, shunting yard. Yeah, shunting yard. Okay. Destination. That's a good one. I don't know which platform I want to go to. So here's the shunting yard. So these two are going to be here. This time I just want to do something completely different. I just want to... I would like... Oh, which one should I do? So these two are not going to be there anymore. That's fine. Maybe I should return it all the way here or there, or maybe on the third one. I think probably the third one, but I mean, I do have a few of these and I want to put intercity trains on there. This is going to be difficult. So these two are going to be for the sprinter services. Okay, fine, I'm going to put this one here. So I'm going to say this is 465. 465. I'm going to pick a location. I'm going to say, okay, here. Here it needs to stop. Nah, hold up. It has to stop like here. Okay. Force go vias. Yes, definitely. I want to go for Europa Park platform 4. Go to condition within. I will set this to 1000 because I don't care. Yes, a scheduled arrival time. Simulated. Late tolerance is like 15 minutes. Then you fail the game. This is all fine. Hide objective completion. And as you can see, now we have 3 of these. Okay, so I'm going to click on compile. We're still having issues because it has no end node, but we're going to be here. And then we're going to say end service. And then this one is going to be compiled. So, yeah, I still don't have my... So the funny part is, basically once I want to change, do something with this particular formation, I will need to use this service again. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put this... I'm going to press C for comments. And I'm going to... If my cursor's working, here we go. I'm going to say morning rush hour uncouple. Alright, click on here, comment color. Let me make this... orange. Show bubble when zoomed. So here we go. Morning rush hour uncouple. So now everything can be in here. I'm going to do the same here. I'm not going to click on here. If it works. And show bubble when zoomed. There we go. Alright. So now I know that in the late afternoon when I start with the next service, so to speak, like when I have to recouple everything again, I need to use this particular thing. That makes sense because it's not necessarily making a new formation in here. It's just the formation. What is it? GRZW 1007 only exists in memory right now. Okay, so now when I click on it, 126 paths created. That's wonderful. Okay. I think this should work. I hope it works. If not, this is going to be fucking funny. Why are you using fucking Mason's perfect exceeder in a commercial? That's absolutely disgusting. Anyway, so this is going to be at 9:10. This one is going to be arriving 9:21. This is going to be arriving at 7:30, 10:35. So basically 10:49. This intercity service is this service is going to return. Not necessarily this one. Okay, Control C, Control V. Okay, now we're just gonna connect this one again. I mean, this is by far not enough Sprinter services, because now there's only like once every 3 hours, which is super stupid. So of course there will be one leaving from zwolle, and of course there will be a few more that we have to shunt all the way over to Groningen, to zwolle each. So actually also in this timetable you're going to have the opportunity to do shunting services from Groningen and from zwolle, and maybe also near Meppel. So that's great. Alright. Yeah, I gotta compile again, and it's gonna save every 5 minutes. That's kind of annoying, but what can you do? Dirty needs to be recompiled. Okay, so now it's compiled. So the RN006 is not completely hidden from PIS because I've actually allowed it to turn it on because I want to see what happens. It's probably going to say do not enter or something like that. So this one is going to be here, and then later we're going to make a new service and we're going to return it to Groningen and we're going to couple it again and all that stuff. So this is 1 hour and 20 minutes. So this is literally 9:03. No. So this is literally 10:49. $10:49. 10:49. So 12:03. It's going to be back in Groningen. Okay. So this one we got to change. This is SPR 614. And of course, we also have a series that is using the uneven, the odd numbers, and also we have the 50 line that is basically going to be from zwolle. Okay. So 10:49, and this one is all the way going back to Groningen. So basically at the next episode of Timetable Tracktest, I should have been able to fix all of these things with the timetable, create the shunting services, and actually then we will first of all, of course, conduct like another test drive, test maybe some of the services, and of course we're going to work on the night intercities. And then we're going to be introducing virtual destinations, basically destinations beyond zwolle that we cannot go to by train, but we can show it on the PIS. That's basically what virtual destinations are. And literally, there was a... yeah, of course, if you change the destination to one of the many, they call it portals. Like, for example, if you go here, here's a portal. It says portal. It will say portal Zuidbroek or some shit like that. That's basically if you select the portal as a destination, you can select virtual destinations that you will go to. Basically, the train will pretend to go there, while you will still see it on the PIS. So basically, we can make intercities that go to the other side of the country. That of course will not go there necessarily, but we will at least create the illusion that we're doing this. Now, let me compile the timetable because otherwise it's keeps saying the input's dirty. So let's just first go ahead and finish up this part so that I've at least have one set of trains running properly, like one piece, one formation, one group of trains running properly in between Groningen and Zwolle, and then we can always add additional services to cover up to ensure that every train has like that they have an hour to 30-minute service between 6 and 12, and that they have between 12 and 6 they have a 1 hour service. That is something I will do off stream of course. So let's just go for 6:12. Copy this again. It's literally, most of the time it's just literally copy and pasting, but you know, getting everything right so it will work, that will take some time, of course, because you have to set the go vias and you have to test the routes if it works or not. And then once you've confirmed that everything works, then you can just copy paste it. Okay, so this is 6:16. 6:16, dit is Groningen to Zwolle. Yeah, alright, so this is 9 hours later, so this is 10, 11, 12, so this is 12:21. No, wait, this is not correct, because we're going to be an hour and 15 minutes, so 10:35, 10:49, so that is, this is 12:21. Yeah, this is 12:21. We're arriving in Groningen at 12:03. $12:03, 12:21, etc., etc. I mean, so far so good. I don't have any issues with the paths. Normally it would directly tell me if something's off, so, or something's fishy with the path, so that's great. I'm glad that works. Alright, let's, so this one is going to Zwolle, then we're going to grab this one. Copy it again. It's literally just most of the stuff just literally copy pasting. Fortunately, there's nothing more to it. But of course, later when we arrive around 6 o'clock, then we're gonna call basically the train back that we uncoupled, and we're gonna couple it again, of course. And then once it's around 10 o'clock or something, we're going to put these two trains back on their original positions. And we're going to bring it to the shunting yard, we're going to uncouple it, and then we're going to actually park both of these separately. That's the idea. If it works, I got no idea, but if I could get it to work, that would be great. I'm always, all these streams are always heavily relying on trial and error, because before I started this project, I have zero experience with the Unreal editor, let alone if I were to use this editor for some kind of other stuff. This is a Train Sim World 5 version, so this one's already heavily limited, but if I just imagine if I would be using the full editor, I could basically be working on something for 2 years and only build a simple sprite, because I got no idea. Okay, so this is 6:18. Okay. 6:18. And okay, so 12:21. So this is 13:21, 13:35. So this is 13:39, 13:49. Is it connected? It should be connected to the to the end service node. That's awesome. Isaac's freaking out over the radio. What? All right. Okay. Next one. And in a bit, we're gonna have the interesting part because we have to connect the other train again. Also, we have to tell it earlier, to leave for Groningen and then just go there and wait. And this is probably also going to adjust the timings of all the services a little bit. 6:18. Why is it not working? It's already 6:18, so I'm gonna go to 6:20. There we go. Okay, this one is so it's 1 hour, so it's 14:49. So this is 15:21. And so basically after, I think probably after this service, I should call again for the train. Now I hope that I have a bit of, yes, okay, wonderful. I have some data that I can work with. So let's just say at 3:21. So basically once it's arriving at 3:03, I would like, so I'm gonna set the time to 3:03, like maybe here or something. Let me have a look what is currently going on around this area. So okay, 3:03. So this is oh, this is 4B. This is Maple. That is awesome. Okay. Okay, so 3:03 is gonna arrive. So then the train should be there. Alright, this train's leaving. I believe like at 35 this one is gonna leave. Let me go a little bit faster. 35 it should leave if I remember correctly. Yeah, 35 it's leaving. Okay, so these are leaving. Okay, let me see at around 40 or so. What is the situation? Are there any trains close by? No, it doesn't seem like it. Let's check Haren. This one is going. Okay. So this one is going to Groningen. Let me check. Yeah, okay. So 340, 240. We should probably, technically speaking, we should be able to revive this one. Let me have a look. Is there anything in the next 5 minutes? All right, we should be clear. 240 should be perfect. So this one is basically, it's going to leave with the coupled train again. That's great because then, officially rush hour starts at 4 p.m. or 3:30 or 4 p.m. I don't know, I forgot. But and then basically, the service that starts before everything. That's great because then you can just literally, you have 6 compartments again, so that's great. So here, somewhere here, yeah, I know it's out of date. Fuck off. Can I turn on the turn off the autosave? It's not going to be doing this every 5 fucking minutes because I'm talking for like 5 minutes. All right, so I am going to create RN7. Gonna create a new service. Gonna put it right here. I should probably turn this down a little bit. So make some space for this thing. Alright, I'm gonna call this RN007. And we're gonna call RN007 for Groningen. Description: drive this SNG unit to Groningen and couple it. Okay, we're going to start in Europa Park and we're going to end in Groningen. I want to spawn with an engineer. I do not want guard mode on. So what did we say just now? 240, I believe. Yeah, 1440. And there's no trains around. Also not near Haren, so that's good. I mean, we at least have like a window of like 5 minutes or so. So literally directly, you know, just start the train and get your ass over there. Maybe I should even do this a little bit earlier, like 38 or something. Minimum dwell time 1 second. Should be more than enough. Base service priority, what do I always call them? 075. Yep, 075. Service class passenger, that's fine. Signaling context is going to be shunting. Blah, 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 blah. This is all fine. I'm not going to say it's stubborn. Do not board. Service operators, of course. NS. I want this to be displayed as well. It doesn't really matter this time because this one can be hidden from PIS because it doesn't matter. 0.7 if I remember correctly. These ones I never care. You can always take your time with these. Because, you know, for most people it takes a while. Like it takes 2 seconds or like a minute for them or so to acknowledge they're in the train and get ready and all that stuff. So I don't want the AI to be too strict. Normally it will be 0.9. And now I'm gonna, god damn it, I'm gonna connect this end surface node to this one. There you go. So now basically it's going to arrive there at 9:30, and then it's going to stay there until 2:30, and then we're going to tell it, hey, go back to Groningen. And of course, we have to adjust the final surface a little bit because, you know, it has to arrive and all that stuff, yada yada yada. So we're going to say we're going to make a stop. Okay, so from here we are going go to we're going to say Groningen platform 6B. Force via specific location, go via, yes, I want to go through Europa Park platform 3. Yes, this is all correct. Go to condition within 1000, always do that. Scheduled arrival time, simulated, don't want explicit. Early tolerance. This one is going to be, okay, fine, 50 minutes. Yep, hide objective completion. And then let me check on the 2D map. Where is it going to be? First, of course, I've got to compile everything, and I got to end service. End service. So it's just going to be there. Now later we got to do all these things that we did right here again. I'll probably just go ahead and take a photo of it because. Oh, I forgot I was charging my phone, sorry about that. Let me just take a quick picture of that so I don't have to go back and forth all the time. There we go. Alright, so Formula 1's over. That's great, now I can go to football. There's always some sports to watch on TV. Let me see. What match have we got on right now? TV guide. Where's ESPN? Volendam Heracles. Okay. Prima. Fantastic. Okay. That's done. Alright, so basically, let me compile this timetable real quick, and that should be fine because we have an end note. So basically it's going to start, and let me make another comment right here. And I'm going to call this, I can also make this orange. And I'm going to say show bubble when zoomed. No. I'm going to type here, I'm going to say afternoon rush hour coupling. And I'm just going to put this right here. It should be fine. Alright, so now this is in here. So, okay, so now we got morning rush hour uncouple, afternoon rush hour coupling. So this one's going to be here at like, what's it going to be? 2:45 or something, 2:50, I don't know. It's going to be there. It's going to arrive before the train does. This one is going to arrive as 3:03. And now I have to check my images because I forgot already what I got to do because this is so frustrating. I'm going to make this an exact stop. What the hell? There you go. Back to football. Today is football. Okay. So I'm gonna make this an exact stop at Groningen platform 6B, and I'm going to pick a location. Basically, I'm gonna tell it to stop like here or something. Compile. Will it work? Yes, it works. Wonderful. So now basically the only thing I did was changing to a specific stop. That's only what I'm doing. So I'm going to save. And this should work because basically at 3:03, 3:02, when the train is arriving, the first one should already be there. I mean, it should be. What happens if I click on here? I can't seem to see what it is. Can I make the UI smaller? No, I can't. Okay. Well, I just got to assume that this is the one. So I'm going to stop it right here. Okay, so next off, I'm going to connect this one all the way to exact stop to this one. There you go. And then I had to do something. Call on dependency, yes. Here we go. Because if I don't do that, the traffic light will stay red forever. So I can wait in front of a red light until it's 12 o'clock the next day. Okay. So now that's working. So from the exact stop, let me see. What the fuck? Okay, so the stop, yeah, is going to the exact stop. Yes, it is. Okay, wonderful. Now, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to unload. First I'm going to couple and then I'm going to unload. So I'm going to break the node links. These two can be connected, that's fine. Now I'm going to couple the train. And I'm going to say couple. And I'm going to connect the exact stop. Alright, and this one, where is it? This one is going to be connected to this one. Yes. Okay, and then afterwards we're going to unload the train and we're going to end the service. Wonderful. Okay, so now I got to think. Am I in fact going to couple the front of the service to the back of the information? I don't know. The first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to say destination platform 6B. It's a common thing, you know, to accidentally set the wrong platform, and then it's going to say it's going to freak out because of course how in tarnation can it couple when both trains are on different platforms? He can't. So simulated, I always do both. Why not? Doesn't add anything extra. This is all fine. Okay, so let me have a look. How did I say this the previous time? Okay, so I said couple front of service to back of formation. So we're coupling the front of the surface to the back of the formation. Yes, that is correct, because our train is going to approach the other train that's already parked there from the front. And then basically it's going to couple to the back of another train. So this is correct. So this formation is front, the other one is back. So that's perfect. Couple target friendly name. Yes, go away please, go away. I'm really going to change autosave after the stream. I'm that serious. It's really annoying. So I'm going to say hide objective completion. And then basically, you know, we got 5 of these again. And then we're going to unload the passengers, and then we're going to say end service. Okay, so let me check. Groningen platform 6B. Yes, this is all correct. What happens if I hit compile? There doesn't seem to be an issue, so that's great. 130 paths created. I'm super stoked. Luckily, I don't have to do that again because coupling is kind of hard. Is this live or no? This is not even live. There we go. Live. I have no clue when quali is for Mexico. I believe it's like at 11 o'clock, but whatever. Okay, so this one. So now it's kind of getting complicated because this is uncoupling, and then basically later on we're saying this one should couple again. So now we're making a six compartment train again consisting of 6 compartments. So that's great. And then so basically we're a little bit later, but that's perfectly fine. And now we're going to connect this one to back to this. So now when I click on here, we should have like 5 or 6 compartments. Yeah, there we go. We got 5 or 6 compartments again. Everything works flawlessly. All right. This one is the one that came from. Yeah, this one is the one that came from zwolle. But I don't need this one because this one is an exact stop. So I'm just going to grab this one for reference because now it doesn't matter. Now we can just use the regular skeleton and print it out. Okay, so this is Sprinter 622. So this is an hour and 20 minutes. So this is 16:49. There you go. 16:49. And an hour and 15 minutes. So 6:03, we're going to be back in Groningen. Oh, Volendam scored. That's nice. So now I can just copy this one again. I just really think that what I'm doing is the right way, but you know, I also thought of that in the third episode of Timetable Tracktest, and then I completely fucked up the coupling and it didn't work at all. But you know, you never know. I'm just gonna do this right now, and then later onward, I'm gonna pack the mod, and I'm gonna go for a couple of test drives myself, and then once I've got everything working and there's a new release, I'm gonna make a new stream again. Of course, this is just literally, you know, a little bit of a dev stream, not even a dev stream. So 1 hour, 6:03, so 6:21. And then we should be able to do a couple more services, and then at the end, we should go back to the fork and put them back. I'm actually thinking of maybe literally just I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna end this, because you know I kind of want the trains to be back on their original position at like 12 o'clock. It doesn't matter though. I mean, it doesn't have to be loopable or anything, but I like things to be loopable if that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna do it, and then I have to figure something out for like a different type. So then maybe I will have like a fully coupled train already, like ready to go, and I should probably park it somewhere, and then it can directly go there. I could do that. I mean, there's a track next to Hagen where you could put it, but yeah, you know, is that really the point? I mean, and then after it goes to Zwolle, you could literally just, I don't know, you could just put it on the shunting yard there. But, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, we'll see how it goes. So, 6:21. And that one is going to Zwolle, so let me grab this one again. We're almost done with Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, so that's great. And then, oh crap, I forgot to do this. So this is 626. Experiment 626. Okay. An hour and 50 minutes, so that is 1921, so that's 1949. And then we're going to Groningen, and then it's 9 o'clock. I think it should be possible. I really think it should be possible for us to arrive back in Groningen at 11 o'clock. And then we should just literally put the train back to the shunting yard. And then literally 1 hour it's going to be put back. It's fine. You know, it doesn't really matter. I think that should be fine. Oh, wait, I gotta uncouple this thing again, huh? I gotta uncouple this thing. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I gotta uncouple this thing because I am... This is gonna be interesting. So basically... here, what time is it going to be? It's 1 hour. And then, so that is 9:03. We're going to be back in Groningen. So then I'm going to uncouple it. Okay. So this is end service. And then I'm going to... Basically, I'm going to just copy this over and change this a little bit. Including this. And I'm going to put it right here. Right here. I'm gonna say evening rush hour uncouple. Okay, so this is RN008. We got a lot of Groningen de Fork services, but that's fine. I mean, we're also going to be doing some from Onne, from Haren. Also from Zwolle, so there's going to be a lot of different shunting services. Just right now we are focusing from the trains originating from Groningen. The trains that originate from Zwolle will also have like shunting services back and forth. I gotta turn this down a little bit. RN008. Okay, so we're going to uncouple this from the back. So where I want this to go. I want this to go to... I have to check one of the two things. I'm going to say this is... let's just say this is 647. Okay, so I want this to go to 647. Alright, this should be all fine. This, of course, so it's going to be at 9:03. 9:03. So this is literally 21:10. There you go. We're going to uncouple. And then the next service is going to originate from here. Alright, that's this one, 624. Copy it. Oh, somebody's rolling. Let me check. It's been an hour. It's been an hour. Let me check. When can I... Okay, my claim resets in 2 minutes. What do we got? What did I say from... I'm kind of collecting Neko Power characters, but I don't really care much for Frisch. Man, it's already been an hour. I gotta... Because, you know, every time when I prematurely claim a character, I mean, I do have my RT, my reclaim, but I don't really want to use it unless I really have to. I mean, if I get a great character now, then I, of course, always have my RT to use. I got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh characters. Man, shit rolls again. I got shit rolls all day already. I don't understand. For days already. The entire holiday, it's been like this. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm going to compile a timetable and it works. That's great. Okay, so what was I doing? Yeah, I was going to copy this over. There you go. And the uncoupling is going to, the uncoupled one is going to be a new service. And this one is 628. 628. So interestingly, we're only going to be using like a couple of services for this one, like 15 each. So I mean the naming of the services should be easier. Okay, so 910. So this is 2121. No, I did not do this on purpose. And how many compartments do I have? Outgoing rail. Compile timetable. You should be able to see it now. Hello? None? What the fuck? Hold up. Is this even connected or not? It is. Oh yeah, I gotta make a new... this is gonna be 1009. Okay, something's going wrong because I am here and then I have... Here's all the outgoing services. Oh! Yeah, there we go. There we go. Nothing's been covered. This one hasn't been connected yet. And for some reason it didn't tell me. Let me check now. No. It's also this one. My god. Half of these services are not even connected. No wonder. I mean, I can't do this all the time. I can't do this all day long because otherwise I'm gonna have issues everywhere. As you can see now, we got outgoing rail services. This one as well. This one, and this one is not working yet. What the fuck is that? So it has, yeah. So how many? I don't understand. Do I have to say a couple from the front? Now it works. Okay, so this time I had a couple from the front. Alright. Which is weird because... What if happens if I set it back to the back? It should be back, right? Yeah, it should be from the back. What the fuck am I saying? No. Yeah, now I got free again, so now it's working. Let me quickly check. Show on 2D map. Yes. There we go. And then... Hold up. Maybe I should say from the front. Because... If I click on this one right now, showing 2D map. Yeah, alright. Okay, so I made a mistake for the previous one because basically the back one is going to be uncoupled. The front one is going to be uncoupled and that's not going to help anything. So basically, this one is still there. That one is going to be the train that we're going to be using. So this one, let me quickly check. Uncouple. If I click on S12, show on 2D map. Yeah, I was worried about that. Okay, so couple from the front. And now, when I click on show on 2D map, now this is the one in the back. So basically, the front one is going to be uncoupled. It's going to the shunting yard, leaving this one. Wonderful. All right. So now this should be fine. So now when we go here, and I click on show to Groningen Europa Park, for example. Yeah, there we go. We got one train now. Quickly save, and then we can go ahead and put the final service. Okay, so of course I got to set the stop for the shunting yard. I'm gonna set it. I already had set it to 467, right? Let me check show on 2D map. Yeah, okay, so it's here, but what if I say if I want it to be right here, where it's supposed to be? I mean, it should be, because those trains that are spawning there are not necessarily there anymore. So show into the map. All right, it's just literally putting it there. Okay, that's fine. I don't care, because you know that little difference is not going to make a whole lot of difference. So that's okay. So these two are just literally for surfaces, for the sprinter surfaces. We got a few more here that we can fill, and of course there's a lot more here in Haren that we can use. There's a lot of them. Holy fuck. Is there a way to actually get... Yeah, there it is. From these sites you can actually go there. From these sites you can go to Assen. That's good. There's plenty of places for us to put trains in, so that's fine. Okay. So figured out a couple from front, because otherwise the wrong part of the train is going to stand there and we're not going to be able to do anything. I think we are at the last service, and then we're going to return that one to the shunting yard. Copy, and we're going to do paste. Oh crap. What's this? Can you please fuck off? Thank you. Okay, so this is 6:30. Sprinter 6:30. That's the final one, and then we're going to return that one to the shunting yard, and then of course for the last sprinter. Or you know, this could be just be the final sprinter. And just keep it like that. I mean, technically, I don't really understand how well this game can deal. How well this game is able to deal with overlaps, with surfaces that that are still in active order. I don't know. So just to be safe, I'm just going to make sure that everything is done before 12, and then basically around 11:30 it's going to be super quiet on the station, and then around 12 the new service are going to start again. So they have some time to overlap, but technically it should be fine, I guess, because it specifically states in the log, these amount of services were still running at the time, so it should be fine. But for now, I just want to make sure that everything's okay. Fuck it, I'm just gonna edit, whatever. Okay, so this is Sprinter 30. Don't make the same mistake as I did before. Connect the end service to this little thing. Okay, so it's an hour and... So that's 22:21. This is 22:49. 22:49. And now we're going to be in Groningen. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's funny. Because this one is like an hour and 20 minutes, so like at 10:35 it's gonna arrive, 10:49, and then it's an hour and 15 minutes. So this one is never gonna be back on time. Okay, so basically I'm just going to return this one to the shunting yard, and then for the final one. Oh, this is difficult. This is really difficult. How am I going to do this? I should probably also then bring this one to the shunting yard. And then I should have another train formation consisting of one. You know, be ready. Ready to go. And the point is, where should I put this one? Because, you know, I don't really want to... there is a platform 8 in Groningen, and so maybe I just want to put it there. Can I use platform 8? I mean, technically, I could... Hey, I could put a train here. This is perfect. But can I go to platform 6? Yes, I can. Well, then the fucking problem is solved. I can just put a sprinter train here. Groningen side of... Yeah, and then I can just use that one for the late services. Okay, so... This one... Unfortunately, I gotta cut you short. You're not going anywhere. You're at 9:30. Basically, you're going back to there. Delete. All right. So that's an interesting idea to fix this. So basically, this one's gonna stop. Next up, we're going to. I'm just going to. Fuck this shit. I'm just going to copy this one, and this one. And call this RN009. We're already up our asses in shunting services right now. RN009. Also to the fork. No, yeah, to the fork. Yeah. And then we're just directly going there. Okay. This one is going to be a little bit later. Let's just say... What should we do? I mean, I haven't taken into account that you know, it might be really stupidly crowded around Groningen Europa Park, and that's not going to work, and it's going to be slowing everything down. But for now, I just want everything to work, and I can fine tune it later. Let's just say I'm going to do this 3 minutes later. Let me check if so. Basically, this one. This one's going to 467 and 467. What's the other one? This is 467, right? And this is 466. So this one I want to go to 466. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So these each have like 3 parts. There you go. And then they're going to be back. I mean, they're not going to be the same, but at least, you know, these two compartments, these two trains will become full circle as they will return back to the shunting yard at 9:30. And then we're going to be using a new train, so I'm going to make a new formation. This one is like 10-10 right now because I'm using so many 10-10 and my gosh, what are the trains called? FRM, NS, oh for fuck's sake, FRM, ZGN, NS, SNG3, there you go. Okay, so literally, this train is parked, spawn facing forwards, I got no idea, so we're going to spawn this right here, near the station. This is going to be hilarious. And there's also a possibility you can put it here. The siding 38. That's also cool. You can just put it there. But let me just fucking put it here. Oh, spawn facing backwards. Oh my god, it barely fits, bro. How about I put it here? Hey, what if I put it forwards? Why is it like this? I don't understand. Okay, so spawn facing backwards then. Pick location, just put it right here. Okay, so now we got this. This one should probably, oh, it shouldn't be here. It should be all the way here somewhere. Here we go. So basically this train is going to take over the Sprinter services from, why am I here? It's this one. Where is the, here we go. Okay, so this one's becoming bigger, evening rush hour uncouple, and this one is going to take over for the rest of the night. So let's just say, so at 21 it should be there, so this one is going to be active at 15. I'm going to create a new service. This is RN10, RN010, RN010, Groningen, what is this called? What is this siding? God damn it. Siding 38. Groningen. Oh, sorry. This is okay, description. Okay, so this is literally Groningen to Groningen. Spawn of engineer, no guard mode. So this one has no guard mode, this one has no guard mode, that's great. So this one at 21. $15. I mean, this literally should take 2 minutes. And then we're going to Groningen platform 6B. Oh, I gotta say platform with capital P. There you go. Within 1000 has scheduled arrival time. I mean, I don't really need to go via because we're already in Groningen, so it doesn't matter. Explicit and simulated. Yes, and hide objective completion, and then we're going to end the service. And we are going to start this one. So what am I saying here? Alright, this one. Copy. God damn it. Like so. That is two. Alright, wonderful. Let me put this one right here, and then we connect the end service of our new formation. And this one is Sprinter 628. Okay, so this one is 2121. We had 2121 already, but now we have it again. And then we're going to add this one. copy. And I don't need this one. Even more hour and rush hour uncouple. There you go. And connect the rear of the end service. Oh, that is way too fast. So this one, and this is 6:30. Okay, so we're going to arrive. So this is 22:49. 22:49. Okay, so an hour and 10 minutes. So that is going to be what's this going to be? This is going to be 23:49. So this is 12:03. We're going to arrive. 12:03. Okay, so 12:03. Technically, I could make this. Basically, this can go because I don't need this anymore. I've added uncoupling and everything, so this shit can go. So basically, at 12, 10, and 18. So if I arrive at 12:03, it could be possible. But I gotta stop at platform 7. Is there anything at platform 7 at that point? No. Because this one is going to the shunting yard. This one is platform 3, so technically platform 7 is free for me. So I'm going to, yes, this one, and I'm going to stop at platform 7. Stop at Groningen platform 7, because this is the final service before, basically at 12:03, we're gonna arrive. And at 12:10, 12:18, those two trains will arrive. So basically after this, let's just say 12:30. Then we're going to put him back in Groningen siding 38. That's basically what we're going to do. And then everything is perfect. And at least we have one section of our services has become full circle. Of course, because right now we only have sprinter services every 3 hours, so we need to add a lot more. And also ones originating from zwolle, yada yada yada. So this is going to be it's going to take a while to fix everything properly, but at least we got one big chunk of work done. I already know that this one is going to take the most amount of work, because you need so many, and also the intercity services. But after we complete this monstrosity of a job, we're going to basically work on the night intercities. That one's going to be a lot easier. It's just a couple of intercities from 12 to 5, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Doesn't matter. All right, let me. So we're going to arrive 12:03, and then I'm gonna make RN 11. There's gonna be a lot of shunting surfaces, I can already tell you. So create this one. This one's gonna be RN, if it works. Wait, hold up? Did I even roll on my own? No, I didn't. Well, I gotta claim something, because otherwise my claim timer's gonna reset. Steins Gate, no thanks. Animal Crossing Villagers, no thanks. Alright, I think I'm just gonna claim Helm. Let's check my other instance. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is gonna be a disaster, isn't it? Alright, fine. She-go. Why not? It's better than nothing. Okay. Back again. So this is going to be RN11, RN011. This is RN011, and that is going to be Groningen siding 38. Is player drivable? Yes. Park this SNG unit outside of the station. Map. Groningen. I mean, I can always change these descriptions. Engineer, no guard mode. Let me check if I also changed that. Yes, perfect. So, 12:08, 12:15, 12:21 it will leave. So let's just say 12:25, 12:20. Then I'm gonna park it. Then it should be fine. The coast, technically, the coast should be clear. And I mean, there shouldn't be anything currently in platform 7 anyway. Or hold up, because you know I know myself. I'm probably going to make additional services, and then they're going to platform 7, and then we're gonna have this drama. So 12:03 they arrive. 12:20. I should just do just do it afterwards. So 12:20 it's gonna 12:21 it's gonna 12:25 it's gonna leave. So I should have plenty of time. So let's just say 12 12 and then we're going to go to and what is this shit called again? Siding 38. Okay, so we're going to stop at Groningen siding 38. There you go. Within, we don't need a go via because it's literally just outside the station. I don't understand why I'm putting a late tolerance here anyway. High objective completion. And you know, it would be nice if I could say pick, and then we're gonna stop around here. Compile. There you go. Yeah, there's no end thing yet. No end node. That's fine. And then we're gonna say end service. There you go. Compile timetable. And now 140 paths created. Wonderful. We're gonna save. Alright guys, it's been 2 hours and we've been quite productive. One aspect, holy fuck, what's going on? So we've created a lot of additional shunting services, a lot of additional sprinter services. So basically, this is what we've created today. And we've created one instance of our sprinter services, of course. I have to make like another one so to ensure that every hour we have trains leaving. And then of course I have to do the same from zwolle. So there's probably going to be like 4 or 5 instances full of services. And I got to test these, we're going to simulate these, we're going to make sure everything works. And yeah, more work to do for me, of course. But at least now the main bugs have been squashed and now I can just go ahead. So the first thing on my to-do list, probably going to do this tomorrow, is to simulate the timetable, have a look what's going on, ensure that everything's working as it should, and if not, I should probably have a look because this is still manageable. This piece of this group of services, this is still manageable. I can just go past them and see, have a look what's going on. Of course, we got coupling, we got uncoupling, we got coupling, we got uncoupling, and all that stuff. So a shitload of services are already in the timetable. I'm super happy. You know, it's finally starting to look like something. I'm going to test this out. I'm going to simulate this. I'm going to pack this back into the game, have a look, adjust things. And of course, in the next episode, we're not only going to do some more tests with these, but also we're going to start working on the night intercities to Maastricht and Vlissingen. Basically, we're going to introduce virtual destinations for the first time. And then maybe, just maybe, we could also already run a little test drive on those. For now, for tonight, I would like to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. If you like this, leave a like, thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like. I have the feeling that the majority of people who watch the content are not subscribed, so please do. You will help the channel tremendously, and you will help me, of course. And of course, you will get a notification every time I'm live or when I upload new content. Of course, unfortunately, right now I'm more live than I upload new content because creating machinima takes a lot of time that I unfortunately don't have a lot of the time. So please bear with me. I'm sorry. I know it's been a year since I uploaded my last machinima. I am working on projects, but it's going excruciatingly. I cannot fucking say that word. It's going excruciatingly slow. You know what I mean. I cannot. This is one of the many words I can't pronounce. Anyway, excruciatingly slow. There we go. Thank you. So please bear with me. I'm sorry for that. But I'd like to thank you guys for tonight. I really appreciated it, you joining me tonight. We solved a couple of problems. Hopefully it will work. We're going to simulate this real quick. And in the next stream, we'll run some tests. And we're going to start with the night intercity. So for tonight, I'm going to conclude tonight's stream. I'd like to thank you guys so much for joining me tonight on my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Have a great remainder of your Saturday night. I know I will. Quali for Mexico is coming in like an hour, so I know what I'm going to be doing. And I'll see you all in the next one. Keep a lookout on my channel. I've got a couple of streams posted for the next upcoming days. Some cool stuff like Fuser, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Next Friday during Halloween, we're going to have a Halloween stream. An extra long, super awesome, super stream on Halloween night. We're going to celebrate Halloween on Bucci Island. And for now, I wish you a great Saturday night and take care. Bye-bye.